Welcome to this explainer. If the 2026 banking syllabus is feeling massive and intimidating right now, well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to transform that mountain of material into a clear, highly actionable blueprint for your success.
So, how do you actually conquer this syllabus without totally burning out? If you're gearing up for SBI, IBPS, or RBI exams, the sheer volume of study material can honestly feel like a dragon you have to slay. Between the static facts, the dynamic current affairs, and all those complex financial concepts, it's incredibly easy to get overwhelmed. But today, we're handing you the exact weapons you need to tackle this material efficiently and confidently.
Here's a roadmap to systematic success. We'll be covering Decoding Banking Exams 2026, the core banking syllabus, key financial organizations, navigating current affairs, and top preparation strategies. Let's jump right in. Section 1, Decoding Banking Exams 2026.
Now, it really helps to bucket static facts so your brain doesn't just short-circuit. General awareness isn't only about banking rules, right? Examiners absolutely love throwing curveballs. We're talking national parks, dams across India, ICC World Cup winners, or the latest government schemes. You've also got to lock down important books and authors right alongside state capitals and cabinet ministries. Memorizing these unchanging facts, that is literally guaranteed free points on the board.
Moving on to Section 2, the core banking syllabus. This is where we go way beyond general trivia. Banking awareness covers the literal lifeblood of the economy. We're talking about a deep understanding of the banking system itself, financial lifelines like the repo rate, the cash reserve ratio, and non-performing assets. You also need to know the histories of these institutions and how they operate in the real world. And listen, this isn't just pub trivia. Having a fundamental grasp of how the economy functions carries massive weight in both your mains and your interview. And India's financial sector, it's evolving incredibly fast. You have to understand the sharp contrast between your massive traditional public sector and nationalized entities versus the highly specialized, modern payment banks and small finance banks. Add cooperative banks and regional rural banks into the mix, and you quickly realize you need to know the unique purpose and structure of every single one of these to truly get the landscape. To master this, you absolutely must drill down into specific operational frameworks. Start with the basics, the RBI structure and its core functions. Then get technical. Learn how banks handle bad loans through non-performing assets and how the Sarfazi Act gives them teeth to enforce security interests. You also need to wrap your head around how the marginal cost of funds-based lending rate dictates the flow of loans and how the DIGCG actually protects your everyday deposits. Recognizing how these high-level mechanisms interact with everyday tools like different bank accounts and ATMs in India is just vital.
Okay, Section 3, Key Financial Organizations. You have to know who does what and where they actually sit. It's kind of like a giant puzzle. Contrast domestic powerhouses like the Reserve Bank of India in Mumbai, which regulates our monetary policy, against global giants like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank Group over in Washington, D.C., working to promote global stability and assist developing countries. Back at home, you've got NABARD, also sitting in Mumbai, zeroing in on rural development. Or take a look at the Bank for International Settlements in Basel, Switzerland. It essentially acts as a bank for central banks to foster global monetary stability. Memorizing their headquarters and their specific scopes is a total must.
Which brings us to Section 4, Navigating Current Affairs.
6. That is the magic number here. You absolutely must have memorized a minimum of the last 6 months of financial news, RBI announcements, and major global events before you even think about sitting down for your exam. Daily news tracking is non-negotiable because the topics are wildly diverse. Just looking at recent events up to May 2026, you'll need to know that Skyroot Aerospace became India's first space tech unicorn and that India successfully tested the advanced Agni missile with MIRV technology. But it's not just tech and defense. You've got to track major political and leadership transitions, like TVK chief C. Joseph Vijay being sworn in as Tamil Nadu CM and Suvendo Adhikari taking over as West Bengal CM. Combine that with the new Janani platform launching for maternal and child healthcare, and Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan stepping up as Chief of Naval Staff, and you start to see exactly why your daily reading needs to be so incredibly broad.
Finally, Section 5, Top Preparation Strategies. Let's translate all of this what to study into a highly actionable playbook of how to study. Treat these 5 steps as your chronological ladder to success. First up, stick to updated, important books from trusted authors. The syllabus constantly evolves, so outdated info will definitely cost you. Second, physically write things down.
Relying on handwritten notes for crucial points locks concepts into your memory way better than typing. Third, build a daily revision habit so you aren't panic cramming at the last minute. Fourth, solve previous year questions. I can't stress this enough. It is the ultimate cheat code for understanding exam patterns and catching recurring topics. And fifth, make tracking current affairs a daily routine to keep your authentic knowledge razor sharp.
I really want you to remember why this matters. Studying this explainer isn't just about passing a multiple-choice test. It's about walking into that interview room sounding like a confident, highly informed financial professional. Mastering this material gives you a comprehensive awareness of the financial system that stretches way beyond the examination hall.
You now hold the exact blueprint to conquer the 2026 exams. The strategy is crystal clear, but the execution? That is entirely up to you. So, are you just going to memorize a bunch of facts, or are you ready to actually master the system and secure your seat? Gather your materials, put those daily strategies into play, and let's get to work. Thanks so much for joining this explainer.